What's up, homies? Welcome back to Lake Nite Talks podcast. Like, I ain't mentioned in the other two videos, but y'all know we still rocking how we rocking. Where's where we get the talk about broad topics and get down to the nitty and the gritty of it. We still rocking with the same, yo. We still rocking the same. But let's get into today's topic. Today's topic is domestic violence. Whoa. Now, domestic violence. Domestic violence, let me just start off by saying, is not okay in any way, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying? That's not okay. Like, and if you a man that's out here just beating on a woman and shit, you need your ass whooped. Somebody need to stuff a mud hole through your ass, because why the fuck is you doing it? And you know, like, guys that beat on women, they won't fight a man at all. They won't fight a man, so you ain't doing nothing but just proving how much of a bitch you are. Like, yeah, the fuck you putting your hands on a female for? You know, like, but you know, like, domestic violence. But you know, like, domestic violence come from, like, it don't just come from a man. Nowadays, it's women too. You know, now you got, you know what I'm saying, these women be sitting up here really beating these men the fuck up, two-piecing the shit out of them type shit. Like, really, you know what I'm saying, having a nigga in a corner, fucking a nigga up. You know what I mean? Like, but I just don't feel like, I don't feel like that's okay though. Like, on either side, like, especially from a female, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, when it comes to a man, men are stronger than us. You know, men are stronger than us, and they got that man strength. You know what I'm saying? So if you up here hitting on a man and shit and he hits you back, then what? What you gonna do? You feel what I'm saying? And it's just like, I really don't fuck with that shit though. I'm gonna be honest, because y'all, like, females, y'all females be putting your hands on a man or whatever, but the moment he hit y'all back, y'all running to go tell your folks, like, oh well, he put his hands on me, da 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 da. But you had the nigga in the corner. You had a nigga in the corner two-piecing the shit out of him. How you gonna go and run and tell your peoples that that he was hitting on you and shit like that, and or he hit you back rather? But y'all will go back and say that he was hitting on you and shit like that whole entire time. You was the one fucking him up. That's crazy work. That's crazy work. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but don't get me wrong, you do got, like, both men and female be out here just beating the bricks off each other, like beating the actual dog shit out of each other. Now that right there, I just feel like that's not right either. But that's like toxic. Like, that's very fucking toxic. Like, if you gotta be in a relationship where and you feel as though you gotta put your hands on your significant other, I think it's time to go ahead and dip. But then, like when it comes to, like, toxic people, y'all really sit in that shit. Y'all sit in that shit. Y'all really, y'all love that shit for some reason. I don't understand why. Like, y'all love that shit. Like, y'all wanna, like, y'all actually, shoot, some of y'all actually get off on that shit, which is weird and fucking sick. But hey, that's what you do. That's what you do. But that shit not cool. Shit not thorough. You find what I'm saying? Like, and then it's like, yeah, like, that shit just be fucked up. You know what I mean? But I said all that to say this though. Like, you have to be careful in those type of situations though, because, you know, like, men specifically, you have to be careful in those type of situations. Like, like, where like, y'all be fighting and shit, and, like, your girl will go back to her peoples and lie on you type shit. You need to be careful with that situation, because it's just like, we are living in the days in a society where a bullet ain't got no name for nobody, and that shit'll put you down real quick. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, as female, You know what I'm saying? We go back to our brothers or our dad or whatever and be like, this man just put his hands on me. You know what I'm saying? Like me personally, I would never do that. Like, especially if I know I was really in here beating the nigga the fuck up. Like, really had him in that corner. Like, fucking him up for real. I can't blatantly just go to my dad or my brothers and be like, oh yeah, he put his hands on me, knowing what I did. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, don't get me wrong, my people's gonna step for me right, wrong, or indifferent, but it's just like they also gonna check me when I'm the fuck wrong. Especially if I end up telling them my side and shit, they gonna check me when I'm wrong because that ain't cool. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Nowadays, men is dying behind women just simply running their mouth and putting their peoples in on their problems and shit like that. Like, that's not thorough. You feel what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying, you can fuck around and get your brother shot. You can fuck around and get your dad shot. You know what I'm saying? Just on the simple fact of you went back and told a lie. You went back and sat up here and made it seem like that man was doing this, that, and the third to you. And I just look at it like this. If you are a female that's sitting up here abusing men and shit, like, I'm gonna be honest, you really can't get mad if they end up hitting you back. Like, and that might be wrong, but in the same token, you have to understand, like, a man might be a man at the end of the day, but he's also a human being at the end of the day. You can't just go around putting your hands on somebody and expect them not to hit you the fuck back, because it's just like we're human. We got reflexes. So it's like if you hit a person a certain type of way, that can make them black out. That can make them do a whole bunch of other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just like with that, I would just be mindful of that, because it's just like if you have females out here that's crafty like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and it's like even with the boy that was trending on social media and everything, when he was on live and he was singing this shit and his baby mom slapped the shit out of him, and he just kept on singing. He was trying so hard not to fucking cry. But it's just like, even with that type of shit, like, I don't really know their story behind closed doors and shit, but it's just like you could tell that she be abusing the fuck out of him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't really know what he be doing in his part. Like I said, I don't know their story, but it's just like, in the same token, that shit not cool, because it's just like, what if in his mind, you know what I'm saying? What if you would have did that while he was on live and shit, and he would have crashed completely the fuck out? Why? Because off rip, you embarrassed the man. Off top, you embarrassed him. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so it's just like, just take that situation for instance, and it's like you putting your hands on a man and shit, and he crashed the fuck out. You understand what I'm saying? Like, he literally crashed the fuck out. And it's just like, I think that y'all forget that a man does have a right to defend himself. Like, I'm not saying that, like, a man should actually hit you the fuck back, or you feel what I'm saying? But human wise, sometimes you can't help it. Like, cause it's just like I know, like, if somebody was to hit me, like, I know that my reflexes is coming immediately after. No hesitation. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's with anybody. That's not just with a man or whatever. That's with anybody. Nigga, you hit me. I was taught, if somebody hit you, you hit their ass back. Don't matter the gender. They hit you, you hit your ass back. You hit their ass back. And that's just what it is. I remember I was in kindergarten one time. And this boy, I can't believe I really remember this to this day. I remember it like it was yesterday. But this boy, he was sitting up here messing with me and stuff. He just kept messing with me. So after a while, later on in that day, I straight socked him his fucking eye. You wanna know why? Because he kept fucking with me. Like, he kept fucking with me. But I ended up giving him a black eye, and he caused me to sit out from gym You know what I'm saying, for our free period and stuff. So I couldn't go to gym because I'm basically got like a little detention or a little time out or whatever because he was fucking with me. You feel what I'm saying? So like human wise, we have reflexes. So you can't really expect to put your hands on somebody and not expect them to hit your ass back or not expect them to crash the fuck out on you. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's just certain shit just don't be cool. You feel what I'm saying? And it's just like sometimes it do just be y'all females just be running your mouth or just be doing shit or whatever. And like on some real shit, stop putting your family in your relationships and shit. Like, no, especially if you know you better go right back, you better go be right back with that nigga, all that shit. Like, don't sit up here and be calling your brothers and shit like that to come handle up on him if you know you're gonna be laid up with him in the next hour or so. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's just a waste of time for you to even go get your brothers because now they looking at you like, dog, I just sit up here and fuck this nigga up. Now you sitting up here back with him in the bed with him and stuff. And you feel what I'm saying? That's the type of shit that don't even make your family want to move out for you anymore because it's like now you inserting them into your shit. You know what I'm saying? They possibly got some shit to lose or whatever, but you know what I'm saying? But you being the little sister, the niece, whatever, they rocking for you. They stepping for you. You feel what I'm saying? And have y'all be y'all sit up here and call y'all brothers just to be laid up with a nigga the next hour. And that's weird. Very fucking weird. Like, no, like, and it's just like I just came up like that. Like my dad always taught me like, don't ever put your hands on a man because if he hit you back, then what? You know what I'm saying? It's like then what? Because it's like, say if he hits you back hard as shit, to knock the wind out your ass. Now you just sitting there like, oh, he hit me, da 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 da. But you were hitting on him. And one thing I don't like when people like when you're sitting up here, you're doing something to somebody, but you just trying to point the blame or put the finger like, oh well, you know, like they just did this, they just did that. But you don't want to tell your side of the story. You don't want to tell what you did and everything like that. And that's weird to me. Like, that's really weird. So it's just like, I'm gonna need y'all to get it together. You know? Like, cause it's just like, don't sit up here be out here doing some fuck ass shit and you run to your dad or your brothers and now your brothers or your dad is in the grave because you was on some fuck shit and did not and chose not to tell the full story. Like I really agree with don't call me white girl. Like, y'all, like sometimes y'all gotta know when to shut the fuck up. Like, you gotta know when to hold them and you gotta know when to fold them. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and if it's like a situation where that man is like really beating your ass, like some Ike and Tina type shit, like it's to the situation, like that's if it's that type of situation where he's really beating on you like that, nigga, you better call on the angels from God. Like, and, you know what I'm saying? You better call on the army of God to come and fucking help you out that situation. You feel what I'm saying? Like, those the type of niggas that really need their ass whooped for. But if you sitting up here putting your hands on a man or whatever, but then you try and make it seem like, oh well, no, I ain't do nothing, I ain't do nothing, or you just want people to have sympathy for you or a pity party for you because you're a female. That's fucked up. Because just like that man don't have no business putting his hands on you, you don't have no business putting your hands on that man. Like, it really don't matter the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, so okay, don't get me wrong. Like, us females, we can get a little emotional. You know what I'm saying? We see a text or we see that a nigga cheating, you just might get a fist to the face. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm not saying that that's okay. But what I am saying is we have reflexes. Like, sometimes, like you know what I'm saying, sometimes you might have to hop in the field with a nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but it doesn't make it right. So it's just like, if you know that like that's what you and your nigga get into, you ain't gotta express that to everybody. You feel what I'm saying? You don't gotta express that to the world, like, oh well, or make it, or every time you get mad, you try and make it seem like he's such this bad person because he done made you mad or whatever. But whole time you the one that's doing fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like those females actually come across good ass men, like good ass fucking men. They the ones that come across them type of men, that the type of men that will do anything for you. The ones that don't really want to put their hands on you because they don't put their hands on women and shit like that. Like that, they the ones, like they the ones that really come across like the girlfriend from fucking hell. You feel what I'm saying? And it be y'all type of females that'll sit up here and be fucking with that man, do shit to that man, and just be trying to fuck that man up. Like, and that shit is corny to me. Like, that shit is real like fucking corny to me. Like, even in the entertainment industry, let me tell you something. It's free my nigga Tory Lanez until it's backwards. Okay, like, first of all, one thing about it, like, you know what I'm saying, my older brother used to say all the time, like, oh, black men go through a lot in America, da 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 da. Now, not that I wasn't listening, it's just the fact that, like, I don't like when people be repeating themselves and stuff like that, and it's just like, all right, bro. Like, it's just like, I hear what you're saying, and the message of what you're saying is not wrong, but it's just like, stop sounding like a broken record in my ear, bro. Like, but no, but like what he said though was some real shit. Like, black people already got it hard in America, right? But black men got it even harder, rich or not. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, for Megan Thee Stallion to sit up here to lie publicly and sit up here and tell multiple stories about what happened with that shooting and everything, and like, you told multiple stories publicly, you've been lying to everybody, you even came out and said that you admitted that you lied. You feel what I'm saying? But I just don't understand why he's still locked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then my thing is too, y'all gotta peep this about this situation. When that news first hit the streets and all that, like hit the news and all that shit, it was an award show right after that. Like, I want to say a couple days or a week after that or whatever. How you just got shot? And I, like, don't get me wrong, hold on, because like I know certain award show be previously recorded, but not all of them be previously recorded. Some of them be live. You feel what I'm saying? So if you just got shot in your foot, how the fuck is you walking the red carpet with heels on? Like no bullshit. I'm in the TV like this. Where the fuck she got shot at? I'm like, where the fuck she got shot at? And it's like, if you got shot, you got on the wrong attire. You should have it on a boot or something, not no fucking heels. And I just feel like that's corny, especially in the entertainment industry, because of the simple fact that, just look at that situation. She can go off and live her life and do whatever it is that she want to fucking do. But Tory Lanez is in jail, still serving time. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just like, I just feel like that's fucked up, because if you really know what black men go through in America, why the fuck would you put that on a black man? Especially if you know that he didn't really shoot you. Like, especially if you can admit that you lied about it, bitch, you done lost your fucking mind. I'm sorry, like, I really don't fuck with her no more. She really lost a fan to me. Like, and it just goes that deep for me, because it's just like, there's no way that you lied about something as serious as that and trying to make it seem like it's all cool. It's all kumbaya and shit. Like, and I just also be feeling like Megan Thee Stallion just be looking for a fucking pity party. Like, she just be wanting somebody that has sympathy for her, because there's no way that you done told multiple stories to the public, but yet this man is still locked up. And that's what I don't really fuck with about the whole entertainment industry, because these females, and sometimes I feel like these females be sent to fuck up these men's lives and shit, and because they get to go off and continue to live their life. They can go off and do whatever. You know what I'm saying? You don't have America trying to cancel them. You feel what I'm saying? But when it comes to the men, you trying to minimize them. You trying to put them in the box. You trying to cancel them. You trying to say what they can and cannot do. Like, they can't go off and live their life freely once, you know what I'm saying, once that type of shit happens. They can't do that. But the females can. And that's why I just said that shit is weird, because the simple fact of, like, that shit just don't come from a man. It comes from a woman too. You know what I'm saying? And also too, I just feel like with society and everything, it's most likely that the society is going to take up for a female more than a man, because of the simple fact of, we're females. They're men. You get what I'm saying? Just on the strength of the sex, female and the man. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know if they kind of view females as if females, I ain't gonna say can't do no wrong, but females is not quite capable of that. You know? Like, and I just think that that's weird. Like, that's very fucking weird, because I just feel like the women should be sitting up here getting the same, or almost the same treatment that the men is getting. Like, I just feel like it shouldn't be no double standard or biased situation. You feel what I'm saying? Like, because men really do be in abusive relationship with females or whatever. And it's like, even if you go to report that, like, okay, I think as far as it may go, it's like a restraining order or whatever, but that shit not cool. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you don't know how he may be looked at after that. You don't know, like, if it went on his permanent record, if you called the cops and all that. You don't know. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and it's just like, I feel like once a black man in America get a rap sheet, go ahead and hang it up, because it's like, you no longer look good on paper. You feel what I'm saying? You no longer look good on paper. So now it's like, all right, like, now they looking at you like, oh, he done did this, he done did that. Oh, and he abused women? Yeah, that's not cool. You feel what I'm saying? Especially if you know that it didn't necessarily transpire like that. Like, something happened, but it didn't necessarily transpire like that. Or it didn't transpire at all. Like, sometimes y'all do just be lying. And that's fucked up. You know? That's fucked up. And I think that's all I got to say on the matter. And it's just like, I just hope y'all females tighten the fuck up, the ones that do be sitting up here on that weird ass shit, because you just don't know what you can spark up just by you just trickling back down to you lying, or you not telling your side of the story, or not telling everything that happened. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all gotta tighten up. You can't do that, because now you are playing with people's livelihoods. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, never mind about the person being black or what or anything. You are playing with a person's livelihood. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and if you ain't never been in jail or had a family member that's in jail, let me tell you something. When that person go to jail, you fighting that time with them. If you really sticking by them. You feel what I'm saying? If you really in that person's corner, you fight that time with them. And let me tell you something. It's not a good feeling. It's not a good, especially like if it's your boyfriend or something. Like, my heart really goes out to people who's locked up for like years or whatever, and and their family is just supporting them and holding them down and shit. My heart really go out to y'all, because of the simple fact of, I wouldn't be able to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had both of my ex-boyfriends end up like going to jail with it. Not like nothing crazy or nothing like that. They was just in there for like a day or two. But in the same token, when that happens, it's like a ghost feeling that comes along, because it's like you waiting for them to walk in the room. You waiting for them to come and just be themselves and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like it just become like this dreary feeling. So imagine feeling that for years. You feel what I'm saying? Expecting your brother, your dad, or somebody to walk through that door and just be themselves, ha ha, he. You know what I'm saying? Where y'all could do all that and he's free. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like I just feel like if a black man don't need to be in jail, don't put him there. Seriously, don't put him there because it's just like it's just way too much going on in this world to just be like, oh yeah, he did something to me and I want him locked up. Hold on, you're playing with somebody's livelihood. Like this is somebody's life. You know what I'm saying? Like this, they're spending time in that jail that they can't get back. You understand what I'm saying? So I just like so with that whole Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion situation, I don't fuck with that situation at all. And it's free my nigga Tory till it's backwards. Like until it's backwards. Like that's just what it is. That's just what it is. Because that type of shit is corny to me. It just is. Like and I just feel like you as a person to do some shit like that, bitch, you wrong. You wrong. And it's just like the way she moves, she ain't got no fucking remorse about it. She don't care. No, none of that shit. It's like you don't even care to drop the charges. But yet you done came on you done went publicly and told multiple different stories about this man in that situation. But yet he's still in jail. So I'm just confused. Like, first of all, his lawyer don't seem like he's working hard enough to get him out. There's no way that he should still be serving 10 years if she can't even keep her story straight. So how he still in jail? I just don't get it. But free my nigga Tory till he's backwards. Free my nigga Tory till he's backwards. But that's all the time that we have for today in this episode. So catch me back here on the next episode. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, and everything in between on my YouTube channel. You know, be looking out for that brand new content. All that. Yeah. So I just appreciate y'all for rocking with me. And I'll catch y'all on the next episode. Toodles.